Good morning. Oh, I think you need cleaning. There you go. I'm going to wait for somebody to join and tell me that the sound's okay. There he goes, look. Oops. Sorry about that. I'm just trying to get you in the stand. Good morning. Thank you for joining me. Good morning, all. Right, first of all, Penny, is the sound okay? Morning, Claire. Morning, Megan. Thank you for joining me. Just a minute, I'll be back. Sorry. Charlie, no! Charlie, stop it! Morning. We're starting with chaos as usual. Bear with me a second. We're in the kitchen now. Bear with me. I shall be there in a minute. Starting with chaos. See what he's got. Put that up there somewhere safe and let's get back to it. Right, so let me put you back on here and then we'll start the video properly, shall we? Right. Let me just see what I've missed. Morning, Alison. Morning, Julie. Morning, Mags. So, sound okay. First thing I want to do is start off with an apology for last week's sound. My phone was still connected to my Bluetooth earphones, so I think that was something to do with it. So I've made sure that my Bluetooth is switched off this morning. Many apologies for the bad sound quality last week. Get your drinks ready. I've just got a hot sugar-free juice. And the second thing I want to say is I am not going to be weighing in live this morning. So if that's what I will tell you, I have weighed on my own before I started the video. So I will tell you my results, but I won't be weighing in live. So if that's what you've come for, then you might want to switch off now. But I just didn't feel up to weighing in publicly this morning. But I am going to tell you my results and then we'll have a little chat about it. I'm just trying to work out... Where's my other phone? But it's upstairs. I'm just trying to work out my overall loss. I think that's right. I think that's right. Anyway, the reason I've come on today is because I promised to do live videos through lockdown, but the reality is I haven't been on plan for at least a week, if not longer, probably closer to 2 weeks. I've been overeating, I've been snacking. We're not just talking about the odd chocolate bar or biscuit. We're talking about proper. I'm not going to call it binge eating. In my mind, it's overeating. I always start off well with a good breakfast, and I think I'll probably always weigh out things like my breakfast cereal and start off on a good day. But lately I've been indulging myself in packets of chocolate, in biscuits, in not many savoury things, mostly sweet, but too much. And it's shown on the scales. So this morning I weighed in, and I weighed in just before I started the video, after I came back with Charlie. That's one of the reasons I've got a hot juice, because it's cold out there. So this morning I weighed in at 12 stone exactly. So I think that's another gain of 2.5 pounds, and my total loss is 14 stone 7.5 pounds. So that is 5 pounds gained. I think with the working out of the loss, I've lost half a pound. I've miscalculated half a pound somewhere, but it's right at the minute. My total loss is 14 stone 7.5 pounds. It's a bit easier to work out when you're dead on the 12 stone mark. No, there's no particular reason. Everything's fine family wise. I think I've just been feeling fed up. The whole year I've struggled, I've spiralled many times into overeating. Usually I've managed to get it back in control again, but at the moment I'm feeling out of control again. I just can't seem to get my thoughts in order. I'm spending time, instead of spending time planning what to eat that is healthy and nutritious, I'm spending time thinking, oh, what can I make out of the baking ingredients? What can I have extra out of Andrew's biscuits or my sin bag? What can I make that will satisfy this urge? And there probably isn't anything that would make you feel satisfied. I didn't go to my Zoom class last week, and I may not go tonight, I'm not sure at the moment. But I think, actually thinking about it, morning Kay, actually thinking about it, I think this might be, if we are back to normal next week, I think this might be the last Zoom meeting, and we'll be back in group next week, bearing in mind whatever So actually, even though it's such a hard time, I've moved my snack box to the car boot, my willpower just isn't as strong. It's not, I want to emphasise, it's not just the odd thing here and there, it's what I would call proper overeating. It's properly focusing on the wrong things. We need to get this year over with. So I was actually coming on to say this will be my last weighing live, or last live video, but actually it's going to be my last live video anyway, considering that we'll be back to group next week. What was I say? Because I think Boris is making some kind of announcement about the tiers today, so we should all find out what tier we're going to be in our area. We should find out what we're going to be able to do and not do after the, is it the 3rd or 4th of December when we're meant to be coming out of lockdown. Sorry, I can't look at my calendar, my phone, because the calendar on my phone, because I don't know where my other phone is. Next Thursday anyway. But my intention was to come on today and say I may not be 11:30 this morning, the tier announcement, so we should find out today, happening this morning. So I was going to say I may not be doing videos for a while, because I think I need a little bit of time out. But having just realised that this will be my last live Thursday morning, that may change. I'm not going to be doing any videos this weekend, I don't think. But through December I may pop on a couple of times and do a little recipe or show you my preparation for Christmas. But I just think it's not really helping me, and it's not helping you, because it's not through this whole year all I seem to be doing is coming on and reporting that I'm struggling. Good morning, take the time, I'm also really struggling. I am not going to be stopping trying with Slimming World. I'm certainly not going to go, well, I have been going wild, in my eyes anyway, and I want to emphasise again that it's not just the odd thing here and there, I've been eating, and it shows on the scales, £5 on in the last 2 weeks. Now, I know we are not all about numbers, and also I know people will tell me that I'm still an inspiration, and I don't intend to hide away because I've gained weight, because I think it can be a bit misleading. If somebody disappears completely from social media, and they're not, and they only come on when they're having losses, that can be quite misleading. So I don't intend to disappear forever, but actually now I've realised this would have been my last live weigh-in. That's made me feel a bit better. I felt like it was putting a bit of pressure on me, because obviously when you're not sticking to the plan, you're coming to weigh in, maybe when class restarts. Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to go to normal group next Thursday and have a good couple of weeks before Christmas, and at least get back down into the 11 stones. But what I want to say most importantly is, a lot of people call me an inspiration. That's great, that's fine, I'm really glad if I've helped you in any way at all. But what I want to say, your inspiration, your courage, your strength, your inspiration, your courage, your strength comes from here and here, in your heart and your head. So that's where you can find your inspiration, your courage, your strength, from inside you. You can watch as many Slimming World videos or whatever plan, you can watch as many videos, many Instagram stories, see as many photos, and yeah, that will help, and I've always said it will help, but really it's got to be you that makes the decision to do something about it. I sat and watched Jane Day's video yesterday. I know she won't mind me mentioning her, and I sat and watched her on her exercise bike, and I really admired her. I didn't comment on the video because I'm a lot busier these days, but I admired her, but it still didn't admiring someone for their drive and their journey, even that didn't stop me later on picking 4 digestive biscuits out of the tin, because it comes from in here and in here, in your heart and in your head. So that's what I wanted to remind you. Maybe if I am missing for a little while, you can still draw inwards, draw it from inside. Now, I have to admit that I have a bigger margin than most when it comes to gains. It would take a lot for me to regain 15 stone, probably not as much as other people, as I think, but so people have a long time to say, oh look, yes, you've gained this week, but you've still lost a fantastic amount. So I don't intend to let this carry on. I'm gonna try, and I'll still be on Instagram. I will still pop onto YouTube, but I'm not going to be guaranteeing weekly update videos, certainly for the rest of this year. We are all in the same boat. I've overeaten on sins, it's just boredom. I think I started both lockdowns with a positive attitude, thinking this will be the perfect opportunity. You know, there's not many shops open. We need to go out less. We'll have more time for walking. We won't be getting any takeaways or things like that. But it just hasn't worked out like that. And it's not to do with, I'm just struggling. I just got a bit fed up. I got a bit fed up of thinking all the time. It soon creeps back on. Oh, I know it does. I know it does. I won't be, you know, I won't stop trying, put it that way. But I can't in all conscience keep coming on every week saying, I've gained. But I will still be on Instagram. I'll post every now and again. And I'm not disappearing completely. I'm just saying I'm not guaranteeing that there's going to be a video every single week. That's all I'm saying. We'll see how December goes. When we're all back in group, like you say, it might be a different story. It's very fluffy at the minute. Are you having your hair cut next Saturday? Right? Oh, he's having his hair cut next Saturday. So yeah, we'll see. It's doesn't feel good. But for those who joined a little bit later, I haven't done a live weigh-in. I weighed before I started the video, and I weighed in at 12 stone exactly. So that is a gain of 2.5 pounds and a total loss of 14 stone 7.5 pounds. So I've got my first weigh-in tomorrow. I've been watching your old videos back. You inspire and motivate me so much. Enjoy your world. Thank you, Megan. Hi, Joan. So yeah, don't forget, your inspiration comes from your head and your heart, not from anywhere outside. I want to say thank you again for all your support and motivation, friendly messages to reach out in support of me and Charlie. Who knows, maybe I'll come back in December and do a little bit of Christmas prep, and we won't talk so much about progress or lack of progress. We'll talk about what we can do to change things. Go back to group and stay with us. I don't even know what time it is. I don't think, let me have a look, is this on? Oh yeah, it's 7:30, I need to get on. But yes, thank you very much for all your support. I'm really, really grateful for your support over the last 4 years. This is not goodbye, it's just a little farewell. I wasn't thinking actually last night and the couple of nights before, when I've been thinking about, not mainly this was to announce I won't be doing weighing lives, but actually what I've realised is this is the perfect time, because we won't need weighing lives anymore, hopefully. This isn't goodbye, it's see you later, exactly. I just need a little bit of time. I'm going to be posting on Instagram now and again when I cook something, especially I've marked out some Christmas recipes that I want to make. I probably haven't said half the things I wanted to say. I should make notes, really I should. I don't want to end the channel like this, and my videos will always remain live. I'll never delete my videos or my channel. It'll always be there for people to watch back. I'm still standing at a 14.5 stone loss. I'm not giving up. I'm not going to give up trying. That's how it's been. 1 week up, next week down. Yeah, that's definitely what's been happening to me. Sorry, Anne. Come on. Let me just get those couple of comments, because I don't think I'll be able to see them once I end the video. Caroline says, we'll be here for you when you need it and when it's the right time. Take care. I have been where you are, but you will get through it. Thank you, Caroline. Alison says, I'm also struggling. 1 week up, next week down, and that's how it's been for the last few months. It's depressing, but I have come to realise that we are all having that same issue. Look after yourself. I baked in some tin foil, some salmon, courgette, onions. Eat with mashed potato. Oh, that sounds nice, Mike. Thank you, Lynn. I really appreciate your support. I really appreciate you watching. Go back and watch some of the older videos. Remember where we've come. Don't give up trying. And remember, your head, your heart. Take care. Stay safe. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. And I love you all. And I'll see you sometime in December.